Hello guys, this is Michelle. Welcome to my channel. If you are a member of my channel and have been following me, welcome back. I'm sorry about how my hair looks. I just almost basically woke up. Um, okay, so this is going to be a pretty long video. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty long video. Um, Alright, I want to start off with saying this is a book review video slash magazine review video, so you guys will know what it's about. Um, on my blogs, I do plan to do several entries of books that I've read that I really think are really good, and so that people that may be new to Comedicism and stuff like that can see them and go, oh, okay, that's good. I'll go get it and I'll give my opinion about why I think it's good and all that. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to do the magazine reviews first. And this one is, I'm going to go first things first. This one is Archaeology Magazine. And what's really cool is not the cover. The cover is cool, but what's really great about this magazine is that there's all sorts of articles, not just pertaining to Osiris, but other ones. And Sharon has talked about this magazine. What's really great about archaeological magazine is that it tells you basically what is going on in the world of archaeology, especially if you're into Egyptian. And I'll go here to it. Stairway to the Netherworld. And yeah, really cool. They got the Schwapties, and they've got this one. This is the archaeologists uncover the mud brick offering travel dated to the Middle Kingdom around 1850 BC. During the 2011 season, it was located immediately adjacent to the edge of a processional way as it existed in the New Kingdom more than 400 years later. Yeah, so this was where people went to leave offerings. This, what they found was a really important sanctuary, especially to the god Osiris, or Osir, and was where people left offerings. Osiris was a really, really important deity. I don't really think that he lost his importance when the New Kingdom came. I think that he was just put below Amun Ra in importance. So, I mean, it's great what they're finding in Egypt. Even though Egypt is not exactly the most stable country right now, archaeologists are still going over there and still find new things. And there's other stuff, which is like totally cool. Um, yeah. They have like it's death and rebirth in ancient Egypt, the Neolithic cathedral, Bronze Age metropolis. Just it's just so excellent. I just love it. So if you guys have this issue, then you know what I'm talking about. If you guys don't have this issue, um, archaeology, they have a website, um, and I'll give you guys a link to the website. You can actually get this issue. They have back issues, which is really awesome. Okay, the next magazine is July August's issue of Archaeological Magazine. Has a picture of Alexander the Great on it. They talk about the first Vikings, which is interesting because for people that are heathens, um, they assume that the Viking Age started during the sacking of Lindisfarne. Actually, the article here about the first Vikings kind of states that the Vikings actually started much earlier, which is really cool. China's looting epidemic. China has a major looting epidemic going on. People, their own people, actually go and loot from archaeological sites. So that's pretty bad. Um, this is really interesting. This Gates of Hell um, article, which was big news on the internet. My mother actually thought they had actually found one of the gates to hell. I'm like, no, mom, they didn't. It was actually a big gateway that the ancient Greeks believed led to the underworld, talking about Hades and Persephone. Um, so, no, it was not the gates of hell. For the Christians out there, it wasn't the gates of hell. The Petite Pyramids of Ancient Sudan, which was a really awesome article, and I'll find it. Um, let's see. Here it is. And this shows that Sudan was greatly influenced by Egypt because Egypt was basically very much connected to Sudan as far as their gold was concerned. Um, they found these. I hope I can get the right light here. Yeah. The reason why I have the light on is so that I can show this stuff more easy. And yeah, there we go. God, Bess, um, number of other artifacts. Um, God, Amun. I know you probably can't. I hope you can see it now. Yeah. For those out there that might be interested in the first Vikings, yeah. And then this is remains of 33 men were buried in a ship that was brought them from Scandinavia to this certain island. More than a century before, Vikings are thought to have been able to sail across such distances. Yeah, so that was really cool, and they found here, there, really cool. Um, oh, this one's awesome. Yeah. Um, and then they show the great rulers. Lost Tombs in Search of the History's Greatest Rulers. They believe they found the tomb of King Akhenaten. Um, they believe they found his tomb, but it was really weird. Is they found this skeleton that is mouth like I'm like oh just freaking scared me. I'm like oh my god. I'm like oh like that is so weird. Um, but this is the first one. Um, yeah. So it says 1880 residents living near the ancient city of Armada discovered a large, multi-chambered rock-cut tomb. It's one of the many such tombs in Armada, but its impressive size distinguishes it from others. Unfortunately, the tomb called Armada 26 has been badly damaged by looters, weather, and time. Um, but they did find more than 200 Shawapis in an alabaster chest and two large granite sarcophagi. Um, and so archaeologists are reasonably certain the tomb, also called the royal tomb, belonged to the 18th dynasty pharaoh Akhenaten and his daughter Nekhetaten. How you pronounce it? Um, Alexander the Great, the warrior queen that went out against the Romans. Um, Alfred, King of Wessex, is another lost tomb. Genghis Khan, founder of the Mongol Empire. Can't pronounce it. He's the last Inca emperor. Um, the Swanee leader, can't pronounce his name. I really can't pronounce this guy's name. He's the king of Hawaii. Um, yeah. So, very, very, very good issue, and I'm definitely going to try to get back issues. Okay, now time for the books. Okay, so the first book is National Geographic Ancient Egypt Archaeologists Unlock the Secrets of Egypt's Past. This is a really, really great book, mainly because it is published by National Geographic, and National Geographic is awesome, anyways. They have lots of really great photos. Um, it's all like done for children, but it really helps kids really understand um, a great deal about Egypt, especially they talk about the Rosetta Stone. I'm gonna see if I can. Oh, here it is. Lovely picture of the Rosetta Stone. Um, just it's a great book. I'm really seriously thinking about buying this book, even though it is a children's book. I really, really love this book. Um, these are the remains of the palace of Akhenaten and his wife. Um, yeah, he had a little bit of a gut. Yeah, and it shows like it tells you what year Akhenaten died. And what was interesting was that when Akhenaten died, they disassembled his sun temples because they did not want any remains of this so-called heresy. And they're called telatuts. These are the blocks. They're the precursor to what is used to build homes and buildings and things like that, minus the steel and all that. But they're called telatuts. And they were reused in building other buildings like Karnak. And then what happened was when these walls came down because there was nobody there to maintain them, archaeologists found like over 100,000 teletut blocks. And because the Egyptians reused these blocks and preserved the inscriptions inside or on these teletuts, archaeologists have found a slew of information about this period of time when Akhenaten um, was pharaoh. So it's really great. Everyone's favorite archaeologist, Hawass. Um, King Tutankhamun's um, golden mask. Just, oh man, just excellent. I just really, really love this book. So I'm definitely going to put this book on the list of books that I think are really, really great. So I give that book 6 stars. This book is another children's book. Yeah, that's where I get most of my stuff from. This is Pharaoh, Life and Afterlife of a God by David Kennett. And this book is just full of just beautiful illustrations.